This is who they look up to. They look up to Andrew Tate. They look up to Charleston White. They look up to all the pimps. They're telling you what their intentions are, and their intentions are to use you.
Pimp in that sense. Like, I was not trying to have sex with women. I was trying to get women to obey me, and I realized that's easier if they like to have sex with me. If they don't like having sex with me, it's pretty hard to make them listen to me.
So yeah, on CobraTape.com I have my PhD program, and that is PhD is a pimp and hose degree.
Clever.
And
Clever.
That teaches basically how I got girls, how I met girls, how I got girls to like me, how I got girls to fall in love with me to work on webcam for me.
Stop thinking that falling in love is a thing. There is no such thing as falling in love.
That's what I did. That was my MO, was find girls, make them love me, and make them work for me.
Now, as you could imagine, after I came across these clips and others like them, it made me start to seriously doubt that Tate is telling the truth when he says that he's not guilty of trafficking. And just so we're on the same page here, lover boy trafficking is when you lure a woman in by making her fall in love with you over a long period of time.
Lover boy trafficking. Lover boy trafficking, making a woman fall in love with you over an extended period of time. This falls into the personality traits of a Machiavellian. Because a Machiavellian will set you up for years. They will set you up for years. This is why you must understand the foundation of the male. And that's rooted in biology. If you understood the biological nature of the male, and you understood these philosophical concepts like love, if you understood this, you could see through them like glass. They hate you. Let me tell you, ladies, the reason why men hate you is because by nature you are born with a lot of power, and they know that you're smarter than them, but you got all this power and you so smart, and you let these dumb males run you into the ground.
Teaching a course on how to make money by getting women to do webcam.
The PhD course is my recruitment system. I don't mention webcam until after I've had sex with the girl. If you're on dates and you're trying to mention it, and it just doesn't work. It puts them off. I'd never do that. That's disgusting. I'm not a whore. It's just not gonna work. You continue as normal, no mention of webcam. You f the girl. After you f the girl, you do the PhD test.
After you fuck the girl, right? I keep telling you that sex is a manipulation tool.
Of taking advantage of men, as he's also admitted to doing in past clips like this.
When I talk about what women don't find, that women don't know what men find attractive, earlier on in this podcast, everything I said, the webcam company I was running proved that perfectly. So I'm trying to teach these women, and the women kept f***ing it up. So I said to them, it's like, you know what, f*** it. I'm taking over. So what I did is I unplugged their keyboards and plugged a new one in from me behind the screen. So the chicks would sit there and hit a keyboard that wasn't plugged in. And me and my brother, and eventually some staff I trained, would do all the talking. The girls were just pure, just famoosers, just laughing and doing this, they're out, and they were talking to ice cold hustlers. We were taking their money, all of it. And they'd come and say, well, what kind of, all of it. We were fucking milking them dry. Women haven't got a clue how to famoose a dude. They don't have, because they rely on their looks. They don't.
Women don't have a clue how to finesse a dude because they ride on their looks. Women are dumb, basically. Women ain't got no game. They have no intelligence. And you base everything on looks. This is the reason why men keep harping on how attractive y'all are, to keep you out of knowledge, to keep you from thinking, because they want to use you as a resource. You got to be dumb in order for them to do it. And that's why they want to stop you from listening to me. Because I make you think. I make you smart. I take the stupidity away from you.
My situation, you get access to girls that no one else has access to. When you run game like me and meet the women who I meet and roll in the circles I meet, you meet beautiful virgins sometimes. Me, I'll do 2 or 3 virgins a year. Now, how do you date a virgin when you're an ice cold player? There is a tactic which I'm going to share with you on how to date a virgin, how to take a girl's virginity. That is the recipe. I'm sorry, guys. You want to run into a virgin and f her the next day? Don't ask me how. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. I don't even think it's possible. You have to be their boyfriend for an extended period of time. You then have to take her virginity on the 2nd month anniversary or something along those lines. And I'm going to teach you how to do it.
I need that. Why do I feel the need to put women down? Why do I have the need to think of them as inferior? And I can come up with some kind of psychological explanation and say yes, because I don't have a relationship with life as a man. I have not got the same relational ability as women who are bio-wired to give birth to babies, to raise them up. Men never do that. They don't come close. We don't have the brain wiring to do life, and we don't have the brain wiring to do relationship. Those, for men, are acquired traits.
They don't have the brain wiring to do relationships. Now, if that don't convince your ass that they incapable of love, I know what will.